Can we use the power of artificial intelligence to help us uncover the next 100x potential crypto gem? Ladies and gentlemen, that is the question we are going to be asking ourselves today, as we will be using artificial intelligence to break down, analyze, and understand EOS. Now, for anyone who is new to this series, basically what we are doing is we are taking the top 200 cryptocurrency projects and we're analyzing them, we're breaking them down almost like it's the NFL or the NBA Combine. So for anyone unaware, basically what the Combine is it's where all of the top athletes will come and they will compete on a series of tests, a series of evaluations, and they will basically be scored, they will be graded on these evaluations, and these scores will determine how good of an athlete they are, right? They will determine whether the teams, the coaching staff want to invest in them, want to draft them. And so we're going to be taking this same thought process and we're going to be applying it to cryptocurrency projects. So you can see here the 6 key metrics that we will be using AI to break down and score on each individual project. And so the reason that we're doing it this way, the reason that we're using AI, is because we're building our investment thesis on facts and not opinions. And so this is not just going to be some dude shilling you some coin trying to sell his bags or whatever, right? Like there's no vested opinion, there's no vested interest. It's very, very fast and efficient, as you'll see. And to be honest, artificial intelligence is probably smarter than us. It is probably better at considering more variables to make a combined better decision than we would be able to with our own human brain. And then finally, it's scientific, it's replicatable, and so you can take all of the prompts, everything will be in the description. You can take them yourself and you can apply them to any project that is of interest to you, and you'll get similar results. And so without further ado, let's jump in and analyze this project. Alright, what's up everybody? We are back here with another review today. Obviously we are going to be looking at EOS network, or just EOS I guess they go by. I'm pretty excited to jump into this one. This was definitely like way back when. This was one of like the OG blue chip names, you would call it. I mean, this thing just it had like infinity money behind it. It raised like something along the lines of $3 billion, and obviously it had its little run here in 21. But other than that, the token, I mean, really has just been on a death grind. So I'm interested to see what they've been doing fundamentally. As always, we will be using AI to analyze this coin, jump into all of the nitty-gritty details. If you're watching this video, I'm assuming that you are the type of person that really takes their investing seriously. You want to understand not just the overview of a project, the overview of a coin, but each individual aspect. And so that's what I can promise you will have a very solid understanding of by the end of this video. We'll be jumping through the 6 key metrics as mentioned here. So without further ado, let's jump in. What I'll do is I'll pause the video, we'll come back, we'll look at the executive summary, we'll look at the idea, and we'll look at the product. So I'll pause it, we'll be back in a second. Alright, so we can see here the executive summary. EOS is a blockchain platform designed to support the development and operation of dApps. Positioned as a competitor to Ethereum, EOS aims to provide a more scalable, user-friendly environment for developers and businesses. It primarily targets developers seeking to build high-performance dApps and businesses looking to integrate blockchain technology. So I think it's pretty clear, right? It's a big public infrastructure blockchain. They're really going after, the use case of Ethereum. And that kind of, I don't know, at least in my mind, that's an all or nothing play. You know, it's like you're either going to knock Ethereum off as the #1 blockchain just because you're simply better. And there were kind of plenty of different blockchains that, you know, are faster and more high performance and so on and so forth, better than Ethereum. But I mean, Ethereum it's kind of like the Twitter of the blockchain, just in the sense that a ton of Twitter competitors, you know, popped up, especially when Twitter was like banning everybody for the wrong political views. But it never caught on because everyone was still on Twitter, and so all these other ones popped up. You know, Donald Trump went on to these other Truth Social, whatever, but no one went there because Twitter is where everybody's at. And I feel like it's kind of like Ethereum. Obviously, then 2.0 came out, but I feel like Ethereum has the developer base that's obviously been around the longest, and I just don't see it getting knocked off by something like EOS, and that's probably why the token has been, like that, right? So it's like an all or nothing gamble. They raised infinity money, but they just couldn't get people on the platform in a comparative sense. If we jump into the product, we see that it does offer a user-friendly, meets significant market demands. The product is technically feasible and scalable. We can see here again with the evidence and logic. So, you can come in and dive in, but let's move on. What we'll do is we'll move to the execution. It'll be interesting to see basically how they've been executing. Like, is the team still building stuff out? Are there still, updates, roadmaps? Like, we could have a quick look. But yeah, we'll pause the video, we'll come back, we'll look at execution and adoption. Okay, so we're just getting the adoption metrics. You can see that we searched these websites to find it. And we can see 7.5, which is, it's a little lower. This scoring system is quite generous just in the way that it's laid out. You can see basically how it's laid out here. But yeah, 7.5 is like kind of on the low side. And so we can see that is where we came in. 8.2 for the development. Again, we can jump in, we can have a look. It was interesting areas for improvement. Despite the strong performance, there are occasional delays in meeting milestones, and centralization concerns persist due to the deep delegated proof-of-stake consensus mechanism. These issues, while addressed by the team, still impact the project's overall perception and execution efficiency. So yeah, super interesting, eh? Definitely went and found out like the nitty-gritty sort of areas that people are concerned about, so you can see that there. Alright, so moving forward, we will now jump into community and team. This will be the last two aspects that we'll look at, and then we'll move into the total score and then look at the price action. So I'll pause again and then we'll come back, look at community and team. Okay, so community and team, you can see we came back with an 8.5 and a 9.0 respectively. If we have a little look here at the community, we can see all the metrics are reasonably good. There's Telegram is definitely pretty active for sure, and we can see that community support is robust, significant engagement on both Twitter and Telegram, consistent communication, active user base. So I mean, the community still seems to be reasonably engaged. Did they have the sentiment is generally positive with the community responding well, engagement levels, Telegram. So I mean, they seem, people seem pretty okay as far as the sentiment goes. Even considering the price, I mean, it's been pretty depressing to be a EOS holder for the last 2 years. But obviously, a lot of people are in it for the technology and really just watching to see the ecosystem slowly get built out. And you can see that they certainly do have a good team behind them. So 9.0 overall for the team. We can dive in. We can see the founder here. Buddy started mining Bitcoin back in 2010. So obviously a super OG. EOS Nation. So, these other people, obviously all very strong team members. So 9.0, so that's going to bump the score up a little bit. Last thing we'll do is we'll calculate the total score here just to see where EOS ranks. And while we're doing that, let's come over and just have a little look technically. So obviously we have these two runs that it had. That was the COVID lows, came up again, and then really it's just been not a great look for the token. But it's like these are the buying opportunities if they turn out, if the project is real and they're still working away and there's still a vision and they're trying to build something, then buying low, selling high, that is the name of the game. If we were to draw reload zones in this type of idea, let's have a look on a daily, see what it looks like. Yeah, I mean, did just puke out here these last couple days, which is pretty tough. So you definitely need to wait for this thing to put in some market structure. I would look for something along these lines. If we could come down off this 88.6 level, I would guess that this is a pretty significant level. Yep, there's support right there, support. So I'd be looking something like that. If it breaks the lows, I mean, who knows how low it could go. But yeah, I wouldn't be stepping in and buying right here personally. It's not looking technically very nice as far as charts go. But yeah, let's see what we got. 8.17 overall. So yeah, I mean, for being completely honest, for a team that raised or a project that raised billions and billions, 8.1 is a pretty low score. But you can't win them all. It is a cheap token comparatively to where it has been, up at $15 previously. So if you're looking for, it is like over 20x if it did return to its old highs. So something to maybe keep an eye on to see if they are coming out with any super exciting development updates. But other than that, 8.1. And that is a review for EOS. So if you like the content, if you like the idea of using AI to find investment opportunities in the market, I do have a Discord that we just started. You can go ahead and join here. We just got this thing going, so we're just going to be in there all day talking about different ways that we can use AI in business and investing to gain alpha in the market. I think it's a very exciting field to be a part of, so go ahead and join that. Give the video a like if you got some value. Subscribe for more content. We're doing the top 200 cryptos. And other than that, I'll see everybody in the next video.